Welcome to Juris Academy's YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss the weekly legal update for 29th November to 4th December 2021. In first important news, the Supreme Court has held that a conviction in a criminal trial can be based on the credible evidence of a hostile witness. In the case of Hari versus State of Uttar Pradesh, the court has held that credible evidence even of a hostile witness can form the basis for conviction in a criminal trial. The court has observed that even if the witness have turned hostile, their evidence can be accepted if they are natural and independent witnesses and have no reason to falsely implicate the accused. In second important news, the Supreme Court has said that second appeal by the High Court cannot be dismissed in limine without assigning reasons. In the case of Hasmat Ali versus Amina Bibi, the Supreme Court has held that a High Court cannot dismiss a second appeal filed under Section 100 of CPC in limine without assigning reasons. The court has added that in case the appeal does not involve any substantial question of law, the High Court has no other option but to dismiss the appeal. However, in order to come to a conclusion that the appeal does not involve any substantial question of law, the High Court has to record the reasons. In third important news, the Supreme Court has held that irregularity in taking cognizance will not vitiate criminal proceedings. In the case of Pradeep Wadiyar versus State of Karnataka, the court has held that irregularity in order taking cognizance will not vitiate the proceedings in a criminal trial. The court has held that where a magistrate is not empowered by law to take cognizance and he takes cognizance of an offence under Section 190 Clause 1, erroneously, though in good faith, the proceedings will not be set aside merely on the ground that the magistrate was not so empowered. In other words, for vitiating the proceedings, something more than a mere lack of authority has to be established. In fourth important news, the Supreme Court has reiterated that a rape conviction can be based on the sole testimony of the victim. In the case of Phul Singh versus State of Madhya Pradesh, the court has held that a rape conviction can be based on the sole testimony of the prosecutrix if she is found to be credible and trustworthy. The court has also relied on the judgments of Ganeshan versus State and State NCT of Delhi versus Pankaj Chaudhary in holding that there can be a conviction on the sole testimony of the victim when the deposition of the prosecutrix is found to be trustworthy, unblemished, credible, evidence is of sterling quality. In fifth important news, the Supreme Court has held that a father is responsible to maintain the child till adulthood. In the case of Neha Tyagi versus Lieutenant Colonel Deepak Tyagi, the court, while dissolving the marriage between the husband and wife, has held that the liability of the father to maintain the child continues till the child attains majority. The liability and responsibility of the father to maintain the child cannot be disputed because the son has a right to be maintained as per the status of his father. Lastly, the Supreme Court has reiterated that Article 21 includes the right against sexual harassment. In the case of Union of India versus Mudrika Singh, the court has re-emphasized that right against sexual harassment is a part of right to life and dignity under Article 21, while stressing that it is important that this right be upheld instead of rejecting sexual harassment complaints on hyper-technical grounds. The court has highlighted that the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Act 2013 is a transformative legislation which will fail to come to the aid of the aggrieved person if the proceedings into sexual misconduct are invalidated on hyper-technical grounds. This brings us to the end of our weekly legal update. If you like this video, please like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.